Hi there, everyone. I hope I find you all well. As for me, I am okay, and I am excited for today's video that I'll be doing with you today, guys. So please, if you're watching my video for the first time, please kindly hit the subscribe button and wait and stay tuned for what I'll be having with you tonight. Today, I'll be showing you guys how I was able to make 27,000 today trading GU using this strategy right here. So stay tuned for more, guys. And the best part is that I did it in 1 hour and on one currency pair. No indices, no metals, no binary options stuff, just one currency pair, guys. You can imagine this power of that. You can imagine the strength with this strategy. So, guys, uh, apparently this setup that made me to profit $27,000 was shared in my paid signals chat. So I'm going to show you that chat right now, and for those who are going to be interested in joining it, you're allowed to do so. You just hit my Telegram or my Instagram. I'm always available. Hit me up, talk to me, uh then you join the paid signal group. If you want mentorship, we do offer that. I'll be teaching you the strategy. Please, also in the description, I left my strategy channel. You can look at it, and if you like what you see, you can get all the knowledge for free right there, and also on this channel. So without wasting time, let's get with it. So what you have right now on my screen right there, that's GBP USD, the pound US dollar. So what happened today? Today I saw a short uh, during almost, it was in the midst between between the London and the New York session. It was around, so apparently my time zones are so beautiful. It was around 2 p.m. right before an hour 30 minutes before the New York Open. So it was a really amazing trade. I saw the opportunity and I could not back on it. I just had to take it as it was taken according to the strategy that I use and that I teach. So everyone who's under my signal chat group benefited and profited, and all my students who now know how to use this strategy also made profit using this strategy. So without wasting time, let's get into it. As you can see, what happened today is the 27th. You can see with the corner if you check the corner of my screen. So what happened was the Asian range accumulation occurred, and and price was accumulating. Let me use this. Was accumulating like this. You can see. Then it broke out of the Asian session. What then did it do? It gave us the stop punt. Come on. Give us the stop punt to the high, breaking the Asian high. Then it came down. So immediately after it closes below the 13 EMA right there, below the not yet below the 50 EMA. So I wouldn't have taken a trade there because the 50 wouldn't have been cleared. So I would have waited. Would I not take this trade because of the railroad candle right here that formed there? Because of that bullish candle that went back and closed above the 50 right there. That's the reason why I wouldn't have taken the trade here. So I would have waited. So trading is about patience, guys. Trading is about patience. You need to be patient. This was happening about around 9 a.m. That's That's about 3 to 4 hours before the time that I executed my trade, that I found a setup to take my trade. So you can imagine the patience that I had to be having. You can imagine the 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 thirst that I was having of on not trading. You can imagine all that. It's really hard, trust me, it is. So so what then did price do? After it closed, I waited to see what was going to happen. So price came in, tested the blue tracer right there. I hope you can see the blue tracer. Came in, tested right here, tested the tracer right there. This blue tracer right there. And not only the blue tracer, but there is a green line above this one. That's the last week. That's the weekly open. This is the weekly open. So it also tested that. Came and tested that. So I was waiting to see if price was going to break above it and close above this high right here. So if price was going to break above the blue tracer in the London in the weekly open, I was going to take this trade to the upside right here. But then price didn't do that. What then did price do? After giving us a stop and to the low, what then did it do? It then tested the blue traces how I expected. Then it gave me this little cross here. This was beautiful. So immediately after it gave me this cross right there, I was waiting for my trade. And after it gave me that, it gave me with this candle right here. It gave the 13 and the 50 cross with this candle right here, this shift candle. So immediately after I saw this shift candle, I just knew that the trade was up and money was about to be made. Money was about to be made. I was waiting patiently and smiling all the time before I executed the trade, knowing that money was about to be made. So as you know that we're trading, we're the reason why we are all into trading is that we are looking for something that will make that will give us money when we do it the right way, and at the same time give us freedom, give us lots of time to do other businesses and invest into other things. As for me, it gives me extra time to invest in my students and in my Cygnus chart and with other business that I do. So that's why I love trading, and that's the reason why I trading. That's the reason why I am into trading. So immediately after this shifting candle was given right there, I was waiting for nothing but the close below the 200 EMA. I would have taken the trade right after this shifting candle, but then I didn't. Why? Because it was so close, so close to the 200 EMA. Though I had two confirmations already, the stop and high, the 13 EMA cross, two confirmations already. That three actually, the price was already below, price had already broken below the 13 and the 50 right there. So I had three confirmations. The EMA is at three. So I had three confirmations, and the shifting candle being the fourth confirmation, the price was definitely going to go down. So I was so positive and so high on waiting to take the trade. So I was just waiting for the break below the 200 EMA right here. So what then did price do? Price gave this pin right there. I didn't take the trade then, and I was waiting for the close below this. So I was waiting for this pin that ended up closing right above the 200 again. I was waiting for it to close around this area, but then it didn't. It then pumped up to the upside, to the buy side, and closing up, therefore closing above the 200 EMA. And this indicated to me that this was a trap move to trap. This was a trap move to trap buyers. People there, I know definitely with my experience and with this strategy that when I know when the market wants to trap people. So that pin there, the reason for that pin was to trap buyers, just to trap buyers, and after it trapped them, it was then going to, let me show you, let me first mark this area right here. I want to show you this beautiful, I want to show you that this was, as you can see, I put a mark, a white box right there. Let's move to the 1 minute time frame. Let me prove to you how the market makers trap people. Let me prove to you that the market makers are all about trapping people, and they want to trap people. Let's look for our white box. As you can see, this is the white box that I drew for you guys. So that pin alone, it gave this move right here. It gave this bearish move right there. Then it went on to give this bullish move right here. It gave this thing, gave this move. So it sort of like went to the buy, to this sell side, then went to the upside to trap traders. So after it trapped enough traders for itself, what then did it do? It then shifted. Not only it didn't just shift a small deal, but it shifted a great deal. You can see here, up all the way here, all the way. And traders who would have removed their stop losses, those who had gone in for buys, maybe they would have entered around here. Let me use a different color for you guys. For I love you so much, I want you to understand what I'm saying here. So those who the buyers who have been who would have been trapped would have entered around that area where I put that black line here, and their stop losses would have been here initially. Then after they noticed that price was reversing on them, what then do? They shift this stop loss. They shifted, maybe they move it a bit down, a bit to the downside. Then price came here. When it came almost, and it almost hits their stop losses, they do what? They push it again, and and price continues to go against them whilst we start making money. You see, you see, you see this. Sorry about that. So moving on. So that's how other traders would have been trapped, and not us being trapped. This was on the 15th. So let me move back to my 15-minute time frame, my favorite and the rightful time frame for this strategy. Let me clear. So as you can see by the screen, I didn't move anything where I indicated the on the 1 minute time frame. As you can see, the V that I drew with the straight lines indicating the trap moves, as you can see, it's right there. So that's what it means. That's how traders are trapped. So the beautiful part of this trade. So when did I enter the trade? Right after this beautiful hammer, inverted hammer, that closed below the 200 EMA. That's when I entered the trade, and that's when I jumped into it, and it dropped exactly to where I anticipated my out was, right at the 800 EMA right there, and getting me out of the trade with 34 pips. 30 pips. I exited the trade with 30 pips. 30 pips. 30 pips. That's what I was able to get out of the trade, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful to the market makers. I'm grateful to God, and I'm grateful to the 30 pips. And I'm grateful to the universe. I'm grateful to the markets again. So there's this statement that I was taught by this Japanese mentor of mine, that each time you get money or you lose money, you receive money or you give money, you need to give thanks. You need to be grateful. You need to be grateful always, whether you're losing or you're gaining money, whether you're giving or you're receiving. Each time you need to be grateful. So I was really grateful for making this money, for gaining these pips, and I was also grateful for other pips that I've lost and other pips that I've made the same way. That's the same thing. So the trade was right there. Sorry, I was getting a bit carried away there. So the trade was right here. That's the distance of the trade. So let me show you when I gave the trade to my Signal chat members. Let me show it to you. Let me show you. How do I do this? Okay. Okay. Let me clear. So this is the paid signals. This is the paid BTMM signals chat. This way everything happens. This way money is made. This way the members who decided to pay their money enjoying, this way they get it all back and even more. That's where the history is made. I need to clear the drawings area. Okay. So this was the signal right here. This was the signal that was given. The signal was given right there. Signal was given right there. Yeah. That chart there. And you can see with the time there, that's around 2:30 p.m. my side. And you can see with the date, that's today, the 27th of January 2020. So let me open it. So it's always like this, guys. It's always like this. So as I told you, the trade was given that time. So as you know that there's a bit of delay with when you be given the signals, because I need to have time to take the signals. So I entered my trade there, and my signal members entered the trade right just there. I think half a pip distance, half a pip difference. So that's when the trade was made. That's when they made the trade. And let me show you mine now. Sorry. Okay. So this was during the trades whilst they were still running. These were the trades that I took myself. This was during the time whilst they were still what can I say, when they were still opened. They were not yet closed and the TP was not yet hit by this time. But then I was just indicating to my members that this is what I'm expecting everyone to be in profit right now, and make sure you're managing your trades well and the profits are just looking good. I just had to show them. Then about 10 to 15 minutes later, bam, smashed. The TPs were smashed. The TPs. Okay, guys. So I was saying, money was made, profit was made, and this chart right here shows how much I made. Shows the $27,836 that I made. from one simple setup, and that setup is taught in our strategies. One of the is the one is it's actually what we teach. Actually, it's what I teach. So for those who will be joining us, you know what you are up to. For those who are not going to be joining us, you know the right team to join when you are ready. So guys, there's something that I need to tell you. So apparently this is not like the actual funds, like this is not the actual funds that I'm going to be getting, like that I'm going to be having in my hands. No. So apparently this account is a funded account. So a funded account, what it does is that, no, I'm not going to explain it. I have a video, so I'm going to link it in the description box, so you're going to watch it from there. That's where you're going to get the more of a funded account. So guys, this is the in thing. So you get a funded account. So on the profits that you make, you get 10%. So on the 27,000 that I got, I'm going to get $2,700. You see, you dig? So I made a video on this funding on this company that funds you, that you buy an account, then you trade, then you receive 10% bi-weekly. So I know after my bi-weekly, my 14 days are done, I'm going to be getting this 2,700 and even more money that I've made with these guys. So and to imagine, I just bought the account for $600. You can imagine, and I'm making such amounts almost daily. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I do have losing days. Losses are lessons, I learn from them, and my losses are very small. So I win more as to I lose. My win rate is 75%, and that's verified. My signals people know that, and all my students know this. So be sure you join the team. If you like what you see, if you're not yet sure, keep watching. If you not yet ready, you don't have the money yet, there is a lot. I have uploaded a lot of free videos with about almost 10 hours, almost 10 hours plus. That's all for free, guys, all for you to learn on how to make money and join the mentorship if you decide to. But if you are content with the freestyle, that's too fine. I'm giving this out for free to you guys because I'm spreading the love. When I started out in trading, I wasn't able to get all this because it was always paid stuff after paid stuff, and I didn't have money. And I understand that most beginners who get into forex don't have money. So that's why I decided that I'm going to be giving out free stuff for those who don't afford the mentorship that I'll be providing. But for those who afford it, be surely you're guaranteed to join. So thank you. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the notification button so that you get notified the next time that I'm going to drop a video in which is going to be on an amazing lesson. So peace.